Okay guys, welcome back. Let me just show you the last two problems that we have. 18, we have points -2, 5 and 2, -1. So in this case, we don't have any points that are the y-intercept. So we're actually going to start by calculating the slope. So the slope is going to be -1 minus 5 divided by 2 plus 2. So we're going to get -6/4. And that would simplify to be -3/2. So we calculated our slope. Now we can use our slope with our point slope form. Y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x of 1. Okay, so I'm going to pick the point, and it doesn't matter what point you pick. I'll pick the first point. If you pick the second point, you're going to end up with the same answer. Okay, so this is going to be y minus 5. It's going to be the slope, which is -3/2 times x plus 2. Okay, so I distribute. Y minus 5 is going to be equal to -3/2 x, and -3/2 times 2 is going to be -6/2, so this is actually -3. All right, I'm now going to add 5 to both sides. When I do that, my final answer is y is equal to -3/2 x, okay, plus 2. Okay, and again, you could have done the same thing and actually just solved for b if you wanted to. So if I did it like this, y is equal to mx plus b, and maybe I use this point, -2, 5. I would say 5 is equal to my slope, which is -3/2, times my x is -2 plus b. So 5 would be equal to 6/2, which would be 3 plus b. So if I subtracted b from both sides, my b would be equal to 2. Okay, and that's what we would have had. The slope would be -3/2, and your b is 2. You get the same equation of the line. Okay, the last one that we have is number 19. Okay, looking at number 19, we've got 2 points. So neither point is the y-intercept because it doesn't start with a 0 for your x. So let's calculate the slope. The slope is 4 plus 2 because we're subtracting a negative, divided by -5 minus 1. So we're going to get 6. 6, and then we get over -6, so our slope is actually -1. I'm going to pick this first point here to use. Again, you could pick either point. Put it in point slope form, which is y sub minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x of 1. So this would be y. Remember, this is your x1, this is your y1. So y minus, or y plus 2, because we're subtracting a negative. Y plus 2 is going to be equal to our slope, which is -1, times x minus 1. Y plus 2 is equal to -x plus 1. Okay, now I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. And when I do that, I get my y is going to be equal to -x minus 1. And that's my final answer. Okay, thank you very much.